leave your hometown, okay? You need to leave it, especially if you live in a small town, especially if you live in a place with a very negative connotation surrounding the town or the city. You need to leave that place. You need to get around more people that are trying to do what you're trying to do, more positive people, more people that actually think about growth rather than sitting around talking about each other, hating on each other. You know what I mean? We gotta go check on the charger real quick because it's been parked outside and I need to check on it. Charger is safe and sound outside. Buddy from security didn't give me a ticket, even though he couldn't give me a ticket. But it makes me sitting kind of dirty. Should also say I tried to pull into a Valvoline the other day, and they guided me in more and more and more, knowing damn well my shit was gonna scrape. And then he left fingerprints on my hood. So yeah. Now I say you need to leave your hometown for the simple fact of there may not be the best opportunities for what you're trying to do there. Plus, you need to get outside of your comfort zone in order to actually be able to do the things that may make you uncomfortable that are going to push you to become great. You know what I mean? So, ask yourself. Yeah, you may know everybody in your hometown. You may say that you know everybody. You don't want to leave your family. You don't want to leave this, that, and the third. But the way I kind of look at it is, look at the people that you know in your hometown. Look at the people you hang out with. Look at the people that you're around constantly. And are they all on the same type of timing you are? If they aren't, great, stay. But if they're not, if you're looking for something a little more, if you're looking to actually grow and learn things and get to the next level, and you're not hanging out with people or talking to people on a daily basis that are trying to do that, the people that have the mindset of the growth mindset, if you're not constantly around that, how do you expect to grow? You know what I mean? You kind of, you are who you're around, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you're around people that aren't necessarily trying to grow, they want to smoke, drink, and party every day, then of course that's kind of how shit's gonna go for you, you know what I mean? But if you're not, if you're around people that want to grow, you're around people that want to succeed, and you're actively trying to, then stay. Of course, that's where it's gonna build you. Personally, I'll say, for me, it's not exactly like that. There's really not many people around me that are trying to do what I'm trying to do on the scale that I'm trying to do. Now, you know what I mean? This all goes to say, right? The experience that you also may gain will be very beneficial to you as well. You'll get to see how other people live, you'll get to meet new people, and you'll definitely get to find out exactly what works and what doesn't, especially in different places. Now, I personally feel like I just want to see more stuff, and I'm in a town where everybody knows everybody knows everything, and it has a negative connotation around the entire town or city or whatnot. So it kind of makes it to the point where it's like, nobody really wants to support anybody, nobody wants to see anybody do better, nobody wants to grow, you know what I mean? But you come to places and you go to places and you find those people that actually want stuff like that, not the people that want to stay in the same and make the same money and do the same things and work the same jobs. You find the people that actually want to go out and get after it, you know what I mean? And honestly, leaving your hometown also helps you to not keep waiting for the right time to start, okay? You're forced to start. So it's like, if you don't wait anymore, right? Because there's no reason for you to be waiting. I hear people all the time, they tell me, oh, I want to get this. I want to get a new tripod before I start recording. I want to get this mic before I start recording music. I want to get these fucking ink pastel or oil pastels before I start, you know, coloring and shit, like making art. No. Use what you have, start now. Even if you don't have anything, you can do something to start what you want to get at, okay? That's really what I'm trying to tell you. And it all falls into your location, your positioning, because the thing is too, I did an experiment, right? I did my views in Rochester and I did my views in Toronto. I have gotten significantly more views in Toronto doing the exact same thing that I've been doing in Rochester. I've gotten more views here from Canadians than I have in Rochester in America, right? So as much as somebody might tell you positioning is not a factor, think about it like this. Who do you know that's ultra famous from buttfuck nowhere? Who do you know that's famous? I'm not going to say any specific like state or town or anything because I don't want to diss anybody because somebody might be famous from there. But 9 times out of 10, the people that are famous and the people that are really coming up and actually making a difference in the world are not from nowhere. Even I'm from Buffalo, right? Way more people have came out of Buffalo than came out of Rochester. I kind of just started to think about it like in terms of positioning and where you are physically, but also where you are in life, right? Like right now I'm on the side of the road. There ain't nowhere to fucking park, but I could get out and talk to somebody. Anytime I'm recording outside, somebody's looking, smiling, you know what I mean? And motherfuckers are looking at me like I'm crazy, you know what I mean? But it's just where you are and what you're gonna do, regardless of what. Something I can also say for my content creators out there, it doesn't matter if you got 1 follower or 1 million. They don't know when you're recording in public, okay? When you're recording in public, they don't know if you got 1 million followers or 3. You know what I mean? And you're not doing it for them. You're doing it for you. You know what I mean? And, I mean, when you leave your hometown, you get to see beautiful things. You get to see new places, new architecture, new art. You feel me? Like some stuff that you typically wouldn't see unless you go somewhere else. You know what I mean? Places that actually have more aspiration, more fire, more life. I also feel like you gain experience and knowledge that you otherwise wouldn't have. You feel me? You get out to places, you do things that you typically wouldn't do, that you typically wouldn't see. It brings you out of that comfort zone and it makes you think. It gets your mind going. You have more ideas, you're more creative, and you probably get a lot more done. And even if being in the city isn't really your thing, even leave your hometown and go kind of to the outskirts, you know, if you want to see more grass or, in our case, see more snow. But like, you know, even if you don't want to necessarily be in a congested ass city, which I completely get it, personally, I don't really want to be in this big of a city either, but you still have to get away, you still got to meet new people, and you still got to work on what you want to do. I know it may seem scary because it's, you know, it's more comfortable to stay around who you know, what you know, and the places that you know. But I feel as if it's been more beneficial to get away, get up, and start over. Don't ever be afraid to start over, because the new person that you become is the person that's going to make you succeed. You know what I mean? I think you may even be struggling with like positivity and confidence. I guarantee you, if you leave the place that you've always known and you're forced to interact with new people, try new things, and be forced to be more confident in the thing that you're trying to do and that you're doing, I guarantee you, you'll get a little bit of a boost in your ego, your confidence, and just your own personal growth, really. I've always really enjoyed like having views like this, and not even enjoyed, I've always wanted to have views like this. This is not my crib, but like, you feel me? To experience shit like that, to look out to a big ass city with hella opportunity and hella people and just mad things to experience and do and people to meet and just everything. Good vibes, good vibes. It just gives off good vibes, you know? But it's just something I've always wanted. And I feel like it's something that a lot of you probably yearn for as well, especially if you've never really had it. Like, if you've never had it, you probably don't know too much of what you're missing. But if you're an ambitious person, if you're an ambitious person and you really want to see things like that and experience things like that, then I would assume that you probably, in one way or another, wanted to get to that kind of situation. But it all starts with leaving your hometown. I mean, you got to build something in your hometown, depending on the situation that you're in. If you've got money, get up and go. Trust me. Go see other things. Go see other places. I'd recommend Toronto. But, you know, to start, because the traffic during the day is kind of weird here. But it's my second time being here, and I can't say I don't like it. Can't say the vibes are not immaculate. I mean, look out there, man. It's you know, it doesn't really get much better than that, to be completely fair. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you realize that you do need to leave your hometown, okay? You got to leave. You got to get out. Trust me. Go experience more of the world, okay? Go experience more of the world. Go on your first trip or your second or your third. Come back to this video and tell me how it was and tell me that I wasn't right, okay? Hey, I appreciate you for watching all the way to the end, Team Neptune. It's been your boy. Make sure to stay hydrated for me.